Bo just learned to hold a sword. He pointed the sword at his brother during the family ceremony. It turns out that it was at this ceremony in my previous life he became his brother's shadow. All abilities gained from this, they will attack my brother unconditionally, and all the harm my brother suffered, it will all be borne by him, just because he is an illegitimate child who is not recognized by his family. In order to change the fate of being bullied, he has received the harshest training from his family since he was a child. Murderous cheetah. All things that are shady. He will do whatever the family orders him to do. In order to complete the task, even hacked the enemy's mobile phone. Don't pass by the city. But when he returned in triumph and was ready to accept the honor, but he was convicted by his brother of collaborating with until the last moment of life. Only then did he know the truth about the shadow. Full of humiliation and unwillingness, he was reborn as 3 years old. Don't wait for him to figure out the situation. A large basin of cold water poured over his heart. I saw a fat woman standing behind me. Rinse yourself quickly. Someone will take you somewhere later. Saul glared at him fiercely. The next second there was a loud slap in the face. A little cub that doesn't even have all its fur. Are you against it? The little boy Sal looked into the water with a puzzled look. Only then did he realize that he was actually reborn. I secretly rejoiced that I will definitely take revenge on my family. But at this time, my stomach growled unsatisfactorily. Grunting sound. It looks like he hasn't eaten in 3 days. An evil smile couldn't help but creep up the corner of his mouth. Why don't we catch a mouse first and attack it? He just stretched out his small circle and was about to pounce on him. But 2 soldiers walked in from outside the door. Master Allen wants to see you. Come with us. After saying that, he directly held up Sal's arm. He suddenly recalled. It was at this time in my previous life that I was chosen to become a shadow. But about the selection ceremony, the memory disappeared into thin air. It must have been that he was demoted at that time. The legend of Xian's blood magic. That's an ancient and mysterious spell. Then a factor as caster. Just take a little blood. You can make the target your own shadow. Thrall bit the soldier on the back of his hand. Damn it, is this guy born in the year of the dog? I won't give you some color to see. I'm afraid I don't even know who I am anymore. Several souls not only lowered their heads slightly, just escaped the man's attack. He even pulled out his accessories and swung them at him. The man fell to the ground in disbelief. This guy actually has a talent for swordsmanship. Thrall looked at the sword in his hand. Isn't this the opportunity for me to take revenge? And like Thrall, he was selected to become a shadow. There are several more people. Alan's staff are quite dissatisfied. Even thin wild dogs can bully you. Are you all trash? After saying that, he walked towards Sal. You even dare to touch my young master's people. Someone come, man, put this guy in the dungeon. But a woman walked out from behind. That child has not been cared for since he was a child. It's normal to act crazy. The most important thing today is the oath. You should still remember what your mother told you, right? Even though Alan doesn't understand. Why choose such a lowly illegitimate child? Be his shadow. But I still forced out a smile. Got it, mother. The woman nodded with satisfaction. Then he ordered everyone to follow him out. Arrange soundproofing. He will never allow anyone to disturb the ceremony. Alan raised his wine glass high. From today, you are now a member of the Shadow Army. And the chosen children all swore an oath. Will dedicate his life to his family. Drink the holy water in the glass in one gulp. All the children fell to the ground. Alan cut his palm. I can't even tell the difference between drugs and holy water. What a bunch of idiots. The moment the blood drips, a huge magic circle suddenly appeared in front of us. From now on, your abilities will all be assessed to me. And the hurt I received, it will all be borne by you. But just think that he is secretly proud of it. This array is so simple. As a result, there was a pain in the joints. The body also fell to the ground uncontrollably. Is it a side effect of being a hermit? But my mother never said that. Suddenly he felt a chill coming from behind. The next second I saw Sal standing behind me. Why are you awake? How did you know about the hermit? If I not only know, how will the hermit deal with the reversal? Then Thrall stabbed the ground with his sword. I paid the price with my life in my previous life. Only at the last moment understood the blood magic that reverses the eclipse. In this life, he must retaliate with 2 for 2. With a scream came out. The magic of the thunder curse has been broken. Wait for Alan to come back to the room. He couldn't remember what just happened. Clara thought it was young Alan. did something like that, it is inevitable that there will be some psychological burden that this world is dominated by the weak and the strong. As the future head of the Cooper family, don't worry about those shadows. Several Allens directly showed the smiles of saints. Those arrowheads were born to work for me. As expected of my son, Sal looked at a scene of deep love between mother and son, feeling sorry for them. Just because from today on, Allen is his shadow. But despite this, Sal knew that his 3-year-old self was still too weak. Only by becoming stronger as soon as possible can we compete with them. And the first step, just go to the fire cliff. That was the purpose of the Cooper family, to screen out those with strong physiques. A shadow who willingly sacrifices for his family. The testing ground for design. They threw these children under 10 years old, entering Fire Cliff, order them through the jungle full of thorns. Let the condors eat their flesh, until the first shadow reaches the top of the mountain, blessed by the condor griffin. Get no matter how carved and attacked, the body will not be injured. With a whistle, all the shadows started running towards the top of the mountain. Only Sal walked with a leisurely pace, set off calmly. Watch him walking slowly. You have to climb up the cliff. The instructors burst into laughter. I'm afraid I'm going to fall to death before I get halfway up the mountain. Look at the time. That guy should be coming out too. I saw a giant baby hovering over the top of the mountain. Make a sharp and piercing roar. In an instant, everyone's faces were filled with fear. When Sal climbed to the top, there are already corpses everywhere here. Upon seeing this, the instructor took out his bow and arrow. Who angered the young master yesterday. It's better to deal with him here. Help the young master have fun. Immediately after this arrow shot, the condor also noticed Thrall's arrival, roaring and attacking him. With the experience of the previous life, Thrall understands that only by taming him can he gain blessings. Then a sword stabbed his forehead. Then he unleashed 3 more slashing moves. However, an angry griffin, but a ball of energy gathered in his mouth. Next second, a huge wave of energy hit him. He will be knocked down the cliff in an instant. Fortunately, in times of crisis, Thrall grabbed the cliff just in time. Sure enough, even if you master the swordsmanship based on the previous body weight of 3 years old, if you don't get close to Griffin, he will slap him away. At this time, he suddenly discovered a cave on the cliff. Must be Griffin's lair. An idea suddenly sprouted in his mind. Every time Griffin spits out an energy ball, strength will vary from level 110. Since there is no way to avoid the increment, it's better to take that blow. Reach the cave with the help of wind. At the same time, motivate you to get strength from that guy. Just like Sal planned, he successfully entered the cave. When Griffin chases him into the cave, Thrall has captured his cub. The world only knows that the condor is powerful, but few people know. Their cubs were born with broken wings. Unable to fly, I can heal his wings, help him fly, but you must meet my one condition. At this moment, Calm has returned to the top of the mountain. The instructors thought that Sal must have been eaten long ago. But the next second, Griffin actually appeared behind the two of them, and Sal stood proudly on his back, with Griffin reaching out to them. The instructors all became his food. Subsequently, Thrall took Griffin to the stone path. Medusa is sealed in this secret realm. He has the power to turn everything into stone, and his blood can cure Griffin's cubs. More importantly, the sword of Perseus is hidden there. The legend of the Shadow Army in the previous life, in order to help Alan obtain the sword of Perseus, lost heavily. In the end, only Thrall survived. However, the sword of Perseus only accepts people with S-level talents. Thrall couldn't pull him out at all. But as an S-level talent, Alan, but he picked up the sword easily and killed Medusa. Became a genius chosen by the Holy Sword. Gained countless resources, connections, and loyal subordinates. Thrall swears, even if I destroy this in this life, I will never let Alan get it.